Welcome to DomiNations. My name is Mark, and yet we have another update, namely 8.5. I'm currently unable to connect to the game, but that's not important. Here we are online at Big Huge Games forums. The update version 8.5 is not a huge one. It is more a slight adaptation to the current version of the game, and a lot of players actually will be affected less. Some players, especially those ones being high in medals, not high in medals, high in glory and fighting with the alliances for the top leaderboard rankings, will be affected more. So update 8.5 is called Call to Arms. Hello leaders, our version 8.5 Call to Arms of DomiNations is coming soon. Okay, it is already out. General Eisenhower balance changes. General Eisenhower's quick and powerful area of effect damage, long range and high cumulative hit points make him too safe in offense and difficult to counter on defense. While still a powerful troop, we are shifting around Eisenhower's power, so the players must think carefully about when and where they deploy him during battle. General Eisenhower, helicopter form. Eisenhower now deals more damage with each attack while in his helicopter form, but attacks more slowly, leaving him more vulnerable to incoming damage. His hit points, attack radius and splash damage radius have also been reduced, making him weaker against large groups of enemy units. To sustain Eisenhower's high damage helicopter form, players should consider supporting him with war tactics like Protect and be more thoughtful about his positioning during battle. So the key facts about this is the damage itself, so the basic value got increased, but the attack speed and HP got reduced. So in sum, probably I have not figured it out in concrete values, because it's also depending on which level your General Eisenhower troop tactic is. So the basic value also will not be consistent depending on the level your Eisenhower troop tactic is, depending on your current age, but the damage, the basic value got reduced, the attack speed therefore got increased, the attack speed therefore got reduced. Probably in the end the factor of DPS, so damage per second, which is the multiplied product from damage and the speed could be nearly as equal as before. So it looks like no change, but in fact the basic value, the damage got increased while the attack speed got decreased. So do not be confused when the product, so the multiplication of both, still is nearly or equal to the before state. Nevertheless, the HP got reduced and the splash attack radius, so the radius of where he shoots and gets damage to enemy troops and buildings, got reduced, as well as its own attack radius, so how far the troop can shoot. General Eisenhower paratrooper form, so the form when Eisenhower's helicopter gets destroyed and he's parachuting down to become a ground troop. When Eisenhower's helicopter form is destroyed, he parachutes down to the battlefield and fights on foot with his bazooka. In this form, Eisenhower now has more survivability, allowing him to thrive on the front lines of battle, but deals less damage than his helicopter form. His attack speed, attack radius, and splash damage radius have also been reduced, making him more vulnerable when swarmed by enemy group of defenders. Actually, we have similar adaptations over here. The only exception is that HP did not get reduced, it also get increased. So the basic damage and the hit points got increased, but attack speed, attack radius and splash attack radius got reduced. So we have the same changes for the helicopter as well as paratrooper form. The only exception is the HP, so the hit points which got decreased for helicopter form and increased for the foot form. We also have the leaderboard rewards adaptation. So claiming leaderboard rewards. Leaderboard rewards are no longer auto-granted and must now be manually claimed. If you do not claim rewards by the time the summary period ends, then these rewards are lost. So after having an event ended, you have 24 hours, so 1 day of claiming your rewards, and this is not longer getting done automatically. So after an event, you have to manually got them. At least also we have digital age building upgrades. Upgrade farms to level 24, caravans same, oil wells to level 12, upgrades the dock shipyard to level 12, And at level 12, you will get 5 new expedition destinations, which are including Tokyo, Cairo, Berlin, Chicago, and Tulum. Also, 2 new troop tactics can be earned once new level 12 expeditions. So, actually, regarding our dock or the shipyard, there were some hot discussions in the forums about whether it's sensible to max it out or not. With most other buildings in the game, it is like maxing them out will bring huger and bigger and more efficient and faster bonuses. But actually at the expedition, at the shipyard with its expeditions and the trade goods, for example, and the what is it called? The supplies from the museum. Actually, there have been some discussions whether it's not better to not upgrade it fully, because actually some players claimed that the higher level docks are not equally bringing higher level of supplies and other goods from the expeditions. Now on, I have not upgraded it to the highest level, because also I'm not in the highest age, in the digital age, but it sounds interesting to get 2 new troop tactics, which I actually do not know which they are and whether they are sensible. Some of the current troop tactics still are sensible, otherwise others are completely useless in my opinion. So it will be interesting to see what these new troop tactics are and whether they have some potential to use them. If some of you have already upgraded it and discovered those new troop tactics, so also their benefits, so their pros and cons, probably it would be interesting to know down below in the comment section. We also have some bug fixes and improved local notifications, troop tactic portraits no longer overlap with the text in the VIP score, Spartans accompanying Leonidas now have a proper walk animation, spearmen in the tutorial now have a proper walk animation, historic text for artifacts in the event pass benefits window is bigger and easier to read, closed out an exploit where users could cancel an upgrade and leave an alliance to gain extra food. Advisor now shows the correct building name for various defense buildings. Fix the airstrip troop training buff issue at VIP level 7 so training time is properly reduced. Fixed an audio issue with the event building units when attacking. And fixed a crash some users could experience when opening the lost summary window. So just only to sum it up and explain it for players who probably had no contact with Eisenhower so far. I have to admit, I only had contact to Eisenhower's only a few times. They are a strong pay-to-win troop tactic so far as I know. So far, nobody was able to get them by ordinary playing. They are only available for discounts, so if you are paying them with real money, euro, dollar, whatever. They are basically a Shukov with increased damage and the ability to not die when they got killed. They simply change their form to get troops and still attack it. Now with the current update they got nerfed, and probably for players who are playing the game for a longer time and can imagine the time when elephant archers were overpowered. Now the Eisenhowers were the new elephant archers, and or same like the elephant archers, Nexon decided to nerf also one over here. Hopefully this video was interesting for you. Leave me a comment.